Now, if I grab a few, any price flexibility on these? Because I might pull out a bunch. I mean, the prices are great. Like $1 a game, you can't beat that.
Yeah. We're just like, we're tired of looking at them.
And in terms of quality, in terms of the stuff you look for and want to find out in the wild, it does not get much better than this. Let's go! What is up, friends? Welcome back to the game room for yet another episode of Thrifting Throwdown. As always, I'm El Dabstroyero, and I have got a whole bunch of awesome yard sales lined up for us this weekend because we are going to hit the streets hard and see if we can find some video games to add to our collection. Just like we did on the last episode when we went out and we picked up a ton of awesome video games and all of that really cool Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. We had the Burger King toys, we had the VHS tapes. That stuff was so cool to find out in the wild as cheaply as we found it. And after all the pickups from last episode, we once again grew our thrifted video game collection. And after all of the pickups from that episode, we ended up at 3,689 games in our thrifted video game collection. So dang cool that we picked up so many games out here on the cheap the way we like to do it. And I'm looking to repeat that success once again as we hit up a bunch more yard sales this time. So I think that's just about enough talk for now. It is time for some thrift hunting action. So lace up your boots, let's hit the road. It's time for Thrifting Throwdown. Oh yeah.
Oh, I found the games. It's what I saw online, I think, for your posting.
Yeah.
Have you sold a bunch already?
Just one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising.
Not a lot of people play Xbox anymore.
No? I had heard the opposite. I heard that it was coming back around.
Oh, yeah.
That people were starting to buy the Xbox 360 stuff. That could be me. Was everything 5 apiece?
Yeah.
You got 115 on the Xbox One. Unfortunately, I already have an Xbox One,
Yeah.
so that one's a skip for me. Now, if I grab a few, any price flexibility on these? Because I might pull out a bunch.
Yeah, I guess depending on how many you pull.
Alrighty, well let me poke through, see what I can find. Because I know there's some in here I don't have already. So.
6.5 hours later.
Oh, cool! I didn't even see the Razor scooter. All right, so 10 games. You were doing 5 each. I'd be 50, and you said 40. Perfect. I love it. Nice and easy.
That's kind of like figuring 5 games for 20.
I mean, the entertainment standing here was worth it anyway.
There you go. Yeah, I tell the story forward.
I'm gonna pass it down to my children. There you go.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.
You too.
How's it looking? Anything good? Oh, these prices are pretty good. $2, $3. You can't beat that. Anything interesting in the pops over there?
Yeah, nothing real great, but the price ain't bad.
I never really buy the pops. That's not necessarily something that I think to look
me
for.
Either, actually, but I'm thinking you might want to try.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think I found enough games.
Okay.
I was gonna wait for his pile too, but he's looking them up still. So. Let's see what I owe you here. I appreciated your post where you're like, I'm only opening the gate at 9. No one's coming in early.
No.
Sure. I'll even give you even 24.
Keep the change.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this all you had then in terms of the games?
Yeah.
Pretty picked over or just...
They just took some that the boys got.
Gotcha. I mean, the prices are great. Like $1 a game, you can't beat that.
Yeah. They're just like, we're tired of looking at them.
Oh, really?
We have so many.
Well, I'll be the one to take all your $1 games for sure. I agree. Who said that?
That was me.
There you go. You can never have too many.
360, so
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
old school, man, big time.
Me too. I'm always picking up 360 games.
Yeah, my kid laughs at me every time he comes down and I'm playing hockey on. He's like, Dad, you know they make new consoles nowadays. I'm like, really? No, you gotta be kidding me.
The graphics are better doesn't mean the game is better.
Right?
Whatever, Grandpa.
All right, friends, we are out and about on another beautiful morning here in the Lehigh Valley, enjoying some awesome yard sales, some awesome weather, and some great game hunting. There's where we stand so far. We've got 2 big bags of games. We've got a pile of cheap Xbox One games.
Wow.
Seriously, $1 games. I'm never going to pass those up when I see them, even if I have them already, like Titanfall and Madden. But there's also some new stuff for me, like Immortals Phoenix Rising. I can't remember if I have Halo. I don't have Scribblenauts. Mafia 2, I'm sure, is a great pickup for $1. If I had to guess, this is probably the most valuable thing I picked up from the whole bunch. Then we got Far Cry, we got Hello Neighbor, some great games. I also grabbed this for $1, made it an even 10 for the pile. Harry Potter broomstick. I was like, okay, I'm gonna drive out of here, but don't be surprised if you turn around and see me flying out of here on this broomstick.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Wait, no. It's just that weird LDAB guy again.
Yeah, so we got our bag from our first yard sale there, and it was so funny while I was sitting there going through the games, the woman in the garage like stood up and yelled, "No, where are you going? Stop!" Because apparently someone was walking to their car with one of the things from the yard sale, and she started freaking out when really they were just going to get some money out of their car. So it was super embarrassing, super cringe. Wish I had gotten on camera, but that's okay because I still found us a bunch of awesome games to talk about. Lord of the Rings 2 Towers, I played the heck out of this game back in the day. This one was so much fun, really enjoyed that. So nice to be picking it up super cheap with the rest of these games. The other one that stood out to me was Dragon Ball Xenoverse XV. I've never played this one before. This could be fun. Plus, these Dragon Ball games always have a little bit more value, so another great pickup there. And then we've got our second bag of games, which, you know, I try to talk to people at yard sales usually, and that guy who was looking at the games just was completely no-selling me the whole time, not responding to me. I was like, bro, you're being so rude right now. All I'm doing is asking what you're doing, because he's standing there looking up every single game, and I'm just like, ugh. That's so tacky, you know, you're blocking the game from everybody else, but whatever, it is what it is. We all have our own styles for game hunting. My style is getting cheap games, and when they're $3 and under, that is right up my alley. Perfect. So yeah, pretty strong start to the day. We got beautiful weather. We've got more yard sales to find, more games to find as well. So I'm ready to hit the road again, add even more stuff to the back of the car. So lace up your boots, we're hitting the road again. Oh yeah. Hey, good morning. Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's cool. Jesus, 2 for $1. I see you got the comics here and the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Do you have any video games?
I don't know. Don't you have video games here or no? Comics. The comics? Yeah.
Well, so I saw the comics. I was just asking if you had video games.
I don't know where. I know he does.
Okay.
But I don't know where they are. Maybe tomorrow I can have him bring them out.
Oh, that'd be great.
I know he does.
Yeah, that's the main thing I'm looking for is the video games.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. I was here yesterday and someone said you might have games today.
Yeah, dude.
No, I don't have them at the moment.
Okay.
To be honest, I only have a couple like PS3 games.
Go ahead. Oh, I do have games. Yeah, there's some out here.
Okay. Oh, okay. I just didn't look hard enough, I guess.
So to be honest, I didn't pull them out. So I have these. There's some here.
There's something in the trunk too?
Yeah, I have.
I've never seen a trunk of video games. That's the
No,
first
it's not
for me.
all in there. These are DVDs, so. Phone charger. I have some in this one here. There's PlayStation games in here.
Okay, I'll poke through there. Do you know what you're asking on the games?
Probably like $2 a piece. I mean, if you take the whole thing, I'd look at it and give you a price on it.
All right, let me look through real
that's
quick.
fine, yeah. Those are mostly computer games or some
Yeah.
PlayStation.
And these were
Those are
DVDs, you said?
DVDs,
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I usually skip the PC stuff, but we'll see if there's anything in here I want. Deer Hunter, DMX Racing, Tony Hawk. Demo. I do love those demo discs. SmackDown Driver. NASCAR. Alright, how many discs were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did the math. There's 22 games here. If I gave you $20 to take them all, would that work?
That'll work.
Alrighty.
Yep.
I pull out some cash for you. Good. Looks like you're working hard. Selling at the yard sale and working online too. Do you know if you have any video game stuff for sale? That's normally what I look for.
Video games, I don't.
No.
I think I have
The VR headset, yeah. I guess I can look at it real quick. Do you know what brand it is? Oh, it's a PlayStation VR headset. Oh, shoot. I was even going to say, it looks exactly like my VR headset.
It is.
I mean, I'll give you $8 for that, sure.
Okay.
How'd you end up with just the VR headset?
Don't my kid.
Yeah.
He wants things and then he doesn't want things.
This is tough because it's like, for me, it takes so long to set it up. It's like, till you're ready to play and everything, it's like completely burnt out. But it's still cool. Like, I don't know if you've ever played it before, but they have like Beat Saber. Have you seen that one? So it's basically, have you heard of like Rockman Guitar Hero?
Yep.
So it's that, but with like lightsabers.
Oh, that's cool.
So the beats are coming at you, you're like to the tune of the music. It's actually really fun.
That is cool.
If you want to buy it back, $20.
It's all yours.
Yeah, thank you though. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you too. You were thrown away, that's funny.
I said, I'm tired of this crap.
I know how it goes. Like, sometimes you just want to get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. You found a whole PS3 in there.
Check and see if in that brown cabinet towards the cellar door. See if there's any in there.
Huh. I mean, I'm glad I asked.
Yeah, you're lucky. I was going to throw it out.
Yeah, that would have been wild. I would have been taking...
I'll sell it to you because it's my kids.
Yeah.
I can't give it away for nothing.
Sure.
Oh,
I mean, I could come back and just dig it out the trash, right?
No, I didn't throw it out because he said, you throw that away, Mom. I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what he pulls out here, and we'll see what we can do. I don't have a ton of cash on me right now, but...
Yeah, that's fine.
Farm Simulator. That's pretty funny.
PlayStation 4.
Okay. Does that sound right? The 2 games?
$2 on my pile, 2.25.
Yep.
We'll let them finish their business.
Okay.
Do you know what you'd be asking on it then? $10? Is that what you... Okay. That works for me. Thank you. I appreciate you digging it out for me. Who knew? There's a PS3 just sitting there. All right, friends, our yard sale journey today is still going strong out here in the neighborhood, out here doing as much yard sale hunting as we can find and turning up, in my opinion, some really cool freaking stuff. Because now, in addition to the bag of games from earlier, in addition to the other bag of games from earlier, we've got a $10 PS3 console. I mean, $10 for any console is pretty much a great deal. So I'm not going to say anything about this untested, so we don't know if it works yet. I'm obviously going to have to take that home and get that tested, but oof, $10, that is some heat when it comes to cheap consoles. Came with Madden 15, nothing special there. Came with Farming Simulator. These Farming Simulator games are usually $15 to $20. So even though I haven't seen this one before, let me guess, $15 if I had to throw a guess out there. So we'll see what that goes for. I'll throw that up on the screen. Then we've also got this binder of loose discs. Honestly, nothing in there was really special. I was kind of thinking like, okay, I made the trip out here. You pulled out the games pretty much just for me. I may as well just buy them. And the price was right, so I don't mind pulling the trigger on those and trying to piece them back together, which is honestly, you know, pretty much all you can hope for. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing the demo discs in here, that's probably what made me pull the trigger, because you know I love demo discs. And we got some interactive sampler, we got some PlayStation Underground, and this one, which I've never seen before, demo CD. So definitely gonna have to give those a play and see what kind of games are on those demo discs. Okay. But to me, the biggest deal, the most exciting thing is this $8 PlayStation VR headset with the camera. I see cheapo, crappy VR headsets all the time out at yard sales. So when I walked by this, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh yeah, just another knockoff VR headset. And then she told me it was a PlayStation VR headset, and I about lost my mind, because $8 for one of these is such a good price. New in box, they go for like $400. So kind of ridiculous to be picking that up for $8. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. We've got games, we've got accessories, we got consoles. I mean, there's still more time left in the day. We can see what else we can find out here and try to add even more games to the collection before we call it a day. So let's get back on the road and see what else we can find. Oh yeah. Cool. Oh, you got some consoles and stuff. Okay.
I do have the old Atari with a shit ton of games, but not on this property.
Gotcha.
Go ahead. You go through the stuff.
Oh man, it's gonna take me a minute.
Well, that's where I didn't.
Right.
But if you see a game that I don't know.
I mean,
I'm kind of hiding stuff.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's see what I can find. Baseball, pro wrestling, basketball, street fight. Oh, Final Fight. Baseball, Hyper Zone. What else we got here? Mortal Kombat, Super Mario World, Spawn. That's cool. Oh, let's see. Clay Fighter, Donkey Kong, wrestling. F-Zero down there. Oh.
Uh-huh, I'm digging like a pro, yo. Digging. Oh, yeah! I'm so close I can smell it.
Oh, gosh, my knees.
Get old.
Oh.
Nothing.
I'm in pain from just being on my knees so long. I mean, I did pull out a bunch here that I'm interested in, potentially. Just flipping through real fast.
Yeah,
So I'm not trying to get in trouble with my girlfriend. Oh. So, anything on the table here is what I pulled out. If you want to tell me what you would or would not want to sell, I'm just going to flip through these real quick, too. I did not check the cases either.
Okay. I mean, well, because I know they might not be.
That's fair. Yeah, I was rushing, unfortunately. Punch-Out, yeah, I haven't had a chance to play that one. I played it on, like, the Switch. I haven't played the console, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Set me with some kind of price
How many things did I pull out? 1, 2, 3.
And Schwarzenegger and Predator?
I know, that one caught my eye, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Are you just doing games or are you doing books?
I kind of wanted to grab these books, too, and I pulled these ones out. I have a few already, but yeah, I honestly don't know. If you have a number you want to throw out, we'll see where you're at. I've also been driving around all day, so I'm low on cash at this point.
I really shoot me a number and see if I'm happy.
I've got like $46 on it.
Bruh.
And that's if I go to the car and get. Oh wait, no. Yeah, if I get the $20 from my girlfriend sitting in the car.
You're gonna be able to come back.
Well, she's right there, so I would hope so.
Taking her $20 and then coming back.
I already talked to her and said if I need it.
So you got $46 or something?
Yeah, I mean if that works for you. I'd be getting a good deal, but it's literally all the cash I've got left on.
I don't know what kind of deal you get. I'm here to give deals.
Well, I appreciate that. That works for you? Yeah. All right, let me go grab the cash and you can throw it in a bag or something.
Yeah, because I didn't let anybody else go in it. For some
Really?
reason, You caught my eye.
It's my beard, right?
I don't know what the hell it was, but maybe it's longer in the day.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Remember all the crooks. You got a little more time today or what?
I do. I left the girlfriend at home today.
You did get a good deal yesterday.
Absolutely. Had to come back and
But yeah,
you know, take a look at everything I left behind.
They might even, I don't know, maybe someone's hiding.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even check.
Mike.
Well, yeah, California games.
California games?
Yeah. I think it's like hacky sack and some other stuff.
I remember that one. They said that track and field one fucking goes for a lot. If you have like the whole
I think
set.
there's like a special tournament edition version of it, and that's really valuable. And yeah. Road Rash 3D. Yeah, so there's some DVDs in here. I'll just pull those out, but I mean, since it's mostly gaming stuff and it's mostly the kind of stuff that I'd be looking for anyway, do you have a number in mind if I just took all the gaming stuff?
Yeah, without these ones, or you don't want the DVDs?
Well, I mean, I don't...
You get an offer for this whole set.
For me, I'm a game collector, so the
Yeah.
DVDs, like, seeing a CKY thing, I haven't seen that in, like,
Dude, these get,
what, 20 years?
2000, 1998
Yeah,
they came out?
jeez.
I remember at least me and my friends used to
I have to imagine these are worth something, but it's just not my bag.
No, you're good, bud. I didn't even know they were in it.
Yeah.
That's the thing with me. I don't know how much you throw in boxes and keep going on.
Yeah, so we've got as far as the consoles, like, I usually try to be around the $20, $30 range for consoles because that's what they'll go for, untested if they don't work. So I'm kind of assuming they don't work, but if I test them and clean them up and they work, that's great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consoles, some controllers, and a pretty significant pile of games.
Ernest goes to camp.
Really? Oh, I used to love the Ernest movies.
Fucking A.
Did you ever see Ernest Halloween?
No.
Oh, that one's great.
Yeah, there you go. No, not the Halloween one. No.
The Halloween one's very good. I would recommend giving it a watch.
It's Ernest P. Worrell.
Dumber and dumber.
It is most frightening movie ever.
They're gonna blame this all on me.
It's Ernest P. Worrell.
Man of destiny.
Ernest P. Worrell.
The great redneck hope.
Ernest P. Worrell.
And you're not!
About to face an ancient evil so powerful.
Boy, I sure hope you're from Keebler.
That he must become...
I am Troll Fighter #1. Somebody with a runny nose is gonna die.
Now, Ernest will need every trick in the book.
Okay, Rimshot. Now bring me the stick. Bring me the stick. Rimshot.
To fight the ultimate battle and save mankind.
How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips? That milk must have gone bad. Anybody can whip a troll.
This Halloween season, lock your doors.
Too smart for you, huh?
Bolt your windows.
This is just the kind of Halloween prank that gets people hurt.
And hang on tight.
Hey.
Because Ernest is back.
Me?
And he's scared. Stupid. Ernest, scared stupid. Share it with someone you love.
Know what I mean?
Blaster Master.
Blaster Master? Yeah, I think that's one of the ones you need the glove for, if I remember correctly. So what did I say? Let's say I do the 30 for the console. 3, 6, 9, 120,
I'm just making
150.
sure I get everything out of here that's not.
Gotcha. I'd throw 200 at you if that would work for you.
Fucking things are worth more than the moped. Hell,
Well, I mean, that includes the change in the box too, right?
oh, there could be. That's a game.
There could be some good,
I could watch that be a $1 million coin.
Yeah, exactly. There's some silver. I mean, he's got a few here. So he's got a Super Nintendo, 2 regular Nintendos, a PlayStation, PlayStation 2, a fat PlayStation 2, and then just like a mix of games. So I was saying, like, if they don't work, the consoles usually go for parts for 30, so I'm starting at 30 on the consoles. If they work, you know, great. Alrighty. Had a what?
An Atari.
Yeah.
Guess what you got?
Like Pong Ball.
Yeah.
Do you do Atari?
I have an Atari, yeah.
Because I have the old.
They're worth more than those.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, I have an Atari console. I probably got like 30 Atari games. Something in that range. You said 2 was good for this? Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, I think 2 is pretty fair.
I don't have the time to do what you do. So.
Honestly, 2, if I hadn't gotten a great deal yesterday, I would have offered 1, but because you gave me a great deal, like, I'm going up today.
I would have added a little bit from yesterday. But
Thank you.
we're happy on that.
All right, friends, the sun is getting real low, and that means we are coming to the end of yet another day of game hunting out here in the wild. Yet another day of looking for games out on the cheap, the way we like to do it. And in terms of quality, in terms of the stuff you look for and want to find out in the wild, it does not get much better than this. As you saw, I scored that first box filled with so many freaking retro gems. Like, seriously, how many games do we need to talk about here? Clay Fighter, brand new to the collection, has a lot of value, is kind of rare, definitely one that I never expected to see out in the wild.
Hey, want to know where to get the hottest video games for Christmas? Ask an expert. He'll say Blockbuster.
Blockbuster has the latest video games from Interplay. Bad Mr. Frosty ices his enemies in Clay Fighter, or jam on the competition in Rock and Roll Racing. Clay Fighter and Rock and Roll Racing. Games sold separately, hardware not included.
Even better, Final Fight 2. Seriously, Final Fight 2 at a yard sale. That is like the stuff dreams are made of. You just do not find scores like these out in the wild anymore today. So I am so freaking thrilled about that. Just like I'm thrilled about all these games. Nabbed this box for $47. Like you saw, because that was all the money I had in my wallet. And you know, that's how it goes. I was out all day game hunting, didn't have much cash left, and of course, wouldn't you know it, that's when I stumbled upon one of the biggest scores I've ever had on this channel. Just so many good games in this box. And we haven't even touched on the 2 other boxes of stuff, because this second box here also filled with all kinds of freaking games. So many different games across a whole bunch of different consoles. Like, I really didn't even bother to look through this because I just knew it was gold, 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 gold. Especially when you consider all of the consoles, because like I said, I usually pay around 30 bucks a piece if they're not working. So that's about what I paid for these here, and then, you know, maybe 50 and change for that other box of games. But let's assume I get these consoles working. I mean, there is gonna be money in the consoles to such an extent that I think the consoles just paid for everything else we picked up here. Perfect. So whether it's Spawn on the Super Nintendo, whether it's Beavis and Butthead, which I see down here, whether it's Predator on the NES, all this stuff is covered strictly by what we picked up here in terms of consoles. The guy was super cool about it too. He was having a little fun at my expense. He called me a crook when I walked up. We were joking and stuff. He's like, I know you're gonna be getting a good deal out of this, but I wanted to save it for someone who knew what it was and was gonna appreciate it. And he subscribed to my channel while I was standing there. So here's hoping we hear from him. Here's hoping he drops a comment down below and lets us know how this worked out for him, because he's walking away with a bunch of cash, I'm walking away with a bunch of games, and I feel like that's a win-win situation.
Boom. Mega happy ending. Game Master out.
By the way, I also need to mention this guy looked remarkably like CM Punk. If you know who CM Punk is, if you're a wrestling fan, he looked like salt and pepper beard CM Punk. So the whole time I'm standing there haggling with him, all I'm thinking is, man, am I haggling with CM Punk right now? But I digress a little bit here. I'm so excited to honestly go through all of these and just see what's in here, because I really haven't done my due diligence. I bought it on a whim because there's just so much good stuff out in the open here. So let's get home, take a look at everything we picked up, find out what the best pickups of the day were. It could literally be anything in these boxes or any of the stuff under the boxes. Oh boy, this is a wild one, but hang tight. We're heading back to the game room right now to take a look at everything we picked up. Oh yeah. What is up, friends? Back to the game room once again after our ridiculous episode 111 of Thrifting Throwdown. Check out this pile of retro gaming goodness. We've got games from just about every dang console out there. We've got Xbox, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, PS4, PS3, Xbox One. Running out of breath here, guys. NES games, so much in the mix here, and literally so many good titles, so many heaters. We really cleaned up today in terms of games out there at the yard sales. Seriously, this is literally about the best case scenario when you are a game hunter. This is exactly what you set out in the day looking for, wanting to score an awesome pile of retro games like this.
This is what happy feels like.
And gosh, where do we even start here? There's so many titles that I want to point out. So many games that are so incredibly fun, have so much value, are rare, are interesting. I mean, let's start with probably the most interesting game in the mix here. Probably the most valuable game in the mix. Final Fight 2. Holy crap, folks. That is one that you do not expect to find out at a yard sale, and you do not expect to find it cheaply. After the math was said and done, I think I scored that for $2 freaking or something like that. And that's not even saying anything about Clay Fighter, a game that I never thought I would own for the Super Nintendo. This is one that I rented way back in the day. Never played it other than renting it, so having the chance to finally own it for the first time is so dang special. But that's not all, because there's just so many games to talk about here. I'm gonna roll through the Super Nintendo games quick. Donkey Kong Country, amazing game. F-Zero, an awesome racing game. I can't believe they haven't done a modern remake of F-Zero yet. That is so ridiculous to me. And then, of course, we've got the OG Super Mario World here playing in the background. One of the best games of all time. When I think about games where I have spent the most amount of time playing, Super Mario World is definitely up there. Always the kind of game that I can pick up at any time, start playing, and dive right into it with no issue. So definitely pleased anytime I see that in the mix. Of course, we got Spawn down here as well. I've never played this one. I'm really interested to see what it looks like. I'm probably gonna throw some footage on the screen right now just so we can get an idea. But still, that's another one for me where it's like when I saw it in the box, I was like, I need that for the collection. There's no way I'm gonna let that behind. So really pleased to be picking that up. Again, we got these SNES games so dang cheap, folks, just the way we like to do it. And of course, Mortal Kombat, Hyper Zone, 2 more great games going into the collection there. And obviously, I don't need to say anything about Mortal Kombat. That's ubiquitous. Everyone knows Mortal Kombat, but you may not know Hyper Zone. That's an awesome game. So much fun. Definitely check that one out if you haven't before. And that brings us to our final SNES games. We've got WWF Raw, which is brand new to the collection, WWF WrestleMania, and we've got MTV's Beavis and Butthead as well.
Finally, some action heroes who know the meaning of action.
Change it.
Introducing the Beavis and Butthead video game. Feel the thrill of the chase, discover new and powerful weapons, and control the destinies of America's leading morons.
Whoa, for like heroes, these guys are stupid.
Stupid.
2 morons, 3 different games. The Beavis and Butthead video game for Genesis, Game Gear, and Super NES. It rules.
Some really cool SNES titles, some awesome games going into the collection, and I'm so freaking thrilled about that. And that's literally just the SNES stuff. Whew, I'm running out of breath already talking about this game haul. This is freaking ridiculous. You seriously do not see game hauls like this that often. But let's dive straight in. Let's get this outro over with here. We got Super Mario Bros. 2, Pro Wrestling, Double Dribble, Blaster, Master, Baseball Simulator, and over here on the other side we've got Punch-Out, California Games, Predator, probably the one in the pile that I'm most interested about from the NES games. And then we got RBI Baseball 3, RBI Baseball 2, and Paperboy rounding out our pile of NES games. Real fast, let's hit the more modern consoles. Farming Simulator, always a good pickup. Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition is awesome. Some cool Xbox titles like Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. I used to play the heck out of that game. Dead or Alive, also a great pickup. Spider-Man in the mix as well. And what do we got here behind WrestleMania? Some Grand Theft Auto, some Gran Turismo. Great games any way you slice it. We also walked away with a pile of Xbox One stuff like Far Cry New Dawn. We've got Dead Rising, Hello Neighbor, some really fun stuff in the mix. In addition to the Borderlands Handsome Collection, Scribblenauts, Mafia 3, Sniper Elite 3, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Again, a bunch of these games are brand new to the collection. A bunch of them have good value, and we picked up every single one of these so dang cheap today because those Xbox games are around $1 or $2 a piece, which is mwah, chef's kiss. Too dang sweet.
Dudes, we gotta do something. All this sweetness is giving me cavities.
Closing it out on the games, we've got a pile of PlayStation 1 goodness. Road Rash 3D, so much freaking fun. The Road Rash series is one that needs a remake as well. SimCity 2000, how cool is that? Need to play some SimCity. A bunch of more common stuff, and then up here we've got a Kuji, Either way, he is heartless apparently, and this game also is heartless because it goes for good value. So you're gonna have to give up an arm and a leg, or at least a heart or something, to get that one if you want it. Or you could do what we did and pick it up on the cheap as part of a bundle with so many other amazing games. Exactly the way we like to do it. Now the last things I want to talk about here, the consoles. Obviously the consoles need to be tested still, so those are TBD if they're gonna work. They look pretty good after cleaning them up, so honestly I have high hopes for these things that they may be in working order, but either way I'll give those a test after this video, see how those things are looking, and then, you know, we'll go from there. We either have a nice little flip on our hands, in fact a flip that will probably pay for the entire pile of games, or they're not gonna work and we're gonna get, you know, close to our money back maybe. So we'll see. I mean, it's gonna take me a few hours to test these out, so those are TBD. Lastly, we've got the VR freaking headset. That thing goes for about $100 from what I could see. Can't believe I picked that up for only $8. Along with some controllers there, nice pickups as always. And of course, we've got Nintendo Power, some manuals, some loose discs, all kinds of stuff over here. So freaking cool. More going onto the pile, more being added to the collection, more freaking more. Even though I'm already at the point where my shelves are bursting, I don't even have room for PlayStation games at this point. This is gonna be a disaster very soon. I am running out of room. But I digress. I know what you really want to know after a long day of game hunting is where our game collection stands as of this moment. And I'm so excited to say that we are closing in so fast on 4,000 games. We are almost 250 games away because we are at 3,743 games in our thrifted video game collection. So it is no joke. I need to find more space for these games because when I have hauls like these, it is almost impossible to make enough room for your game hauls. But where there is a will, there's a way, and that is a problem for another day. So we will see how I get that one sorted out. But in the meantime, hit that subscribe button and join my tag team. You'll be here for 4,000 games, 5,000 games, however many games end up in this collection, you will be here for them all. And while you're hitting subscribe, you've got to hit that like button and drop me a comment down below. I need to know what your favorite pickup was from this video. Is it F-Zero? Is it Donkey Kong? Maybe it's Final Fight 2? Seriously, let me know down in the comments below what was your favorite pickup from this video. And if you are really loving El Dabstroyero and the Thrifting Throwdown series, you can always support me directly. And there's a few different ways you can do it. First, you can go to my website, check that out, and there's some merch, there's some ways to support me directly on the website. Definitely worth your time either way because there's all kinds of extra bonus LDAB content at the website, eldabstroyero.com. So be sure to check that out. But the other way you can support me directly is by becoming a member here on YouTube or by joining me on Patreon as a brand new patron. For as little as a few dollars a month, you'll get behind the scenes bonus content, access to exclusive blog posts for every single episode, channel updates, early access, all kinds of fun stuff. So be sure to check out my Patreon or my memberships here on YouTube and join my Dabstroyero dojo. Final reminder, my best thrift of the day is coming up any moment and you definitely don't want to miss it. There are so many games in this pile here that could be the best thrift of the day. Honestly, I don't know what it'll be, so you have to stick around to find out. Okay. But either way, I've had a blast and I hope you did too. Be sure to come back for the next episode. Also check out the other 110 episodes of Thrifting Throwdown at your fingertips right now. And as always, remember to keep on thrifting. Oh yeah.
I mean, he's got a few here. So he's got a Super Nintendo, 2 regular Nintendos, a PlayStation,